Well, it's the carburetor off the generator. It's a Vanguard gas motor, and I got a diesel generator too besides this puppy. But this thing, if you don't lose it after a while, it gets clogged up. And I checked the line, and you can see if I turn the gas on, you know, the line's clear. See some gas coming out. There you go. And it's got on the bottom of this carb, you can see, you know, that's the float right there. You got this little thing you can open up, and it like lets out a little fuel, or you could just take the whole bottom off and let it out. But that usually isn't the problem. What the problem is on these carbs is right there. You see that little hole? That's the problem. Like, in other words, you can, this will be covered up, but there's it goes into the insides of the carb. This has got to be clear too, but this is where it feeds the fuel inside from the bowl vent right there, that hole, and it gets clogged up all the time. You don't necessarily have to take the whole thing apart. What you could do is just take the bowl off, but I took the whole thing apart because there's probably so much crud in there from gas, and it's probably the shit on the bottom of the tank. And this thing does have a gas filter in it, but it doesn't seem to work worth a shit. It's a little gas filter there, and I'll probably put a bigger one in it. But anyway, I'm going to get this thing up and running. It just runs on starting fluid. And the other thing is you got to adjust the idle speed to make sure it's putting out the right volts. You know, stick a voltmeter, AC voltmeter in there, and make sure you're putting out about 115. So you got the idle speed just right. But that's what happens on these carbs, man. You could probably get away just taking off the bottom and pushing this out, but I'm really cleaning the hell out of it, so make sure it works. And the way this carb piece goes on here, you just got a little spring attaches to there, and you got this arm for the governor. It just slides on. The only thing that holds it on is a couple of bolts that go over the old air cleaner. So that's it. That's all you got to do, man. That's all you got to do. Anyway, so checking this shit out. Hopefully it works. And I don't take any springs off this thing or nothing. I just, you know, it's all adjusted because I adjusted it before. This actually adjusts. You got to adjust the speed here, but just take this 112 millimeter bolt out here. And then just move this plastic over and just bring it back, and just bolts in right here. Then you have one bolt down here on the bottom, which goes to this bracket, which goes to that bracket down there. Then you have these two nuts that go on this plate over this, and that actually holds the carb in, and that's it. So should be all right. You know, I probably didn't have to take this all apart, but I noticed when I took out the fuel bowl there was a lot of crap down there, and I was like, I don't know why, but I just decided to take the whole thing out, make sure it was clean. It should work. Well, it's running, and it's working. So anyway, it's cool. Ooh, man. Yep, gotta make sure everything works good, man. So I got that generator working fine. I probably could have shortcutted that, but I wanted to make sure it was really clean. Probably a little bit of, I don't know what the hell the deal is, why the dirt gets there. I'm going to put 2 filters on it, but I got the diesel one, and I got 500 gallons of diesel. So anyway, it should be working fine. This one starts easier too. Diesel's got some kind of what do you call it, Compression release, it's a bitch if you're trying to do it with that thing too. I never really got it started by hand. I have to use the electric starter, but I got a brand new battery in here, so plus I keep it charged up, so just hit the key and boom. But this one I want is an extra for the well, because I got something back here on the well. And you can see I got this covered up in plastic. It's already set to go. Big heavy wire. And where the sun hits it, it's covered up in foam. But got a disconnect down here, well disconnect, so I can run the well off of that. So that's what we need, baby. That's what we need. So that's why you need two. You need one for the water, you need one for the electricity. Then with this, I would fill up that kiddie pool, and I would use a bilge pump on a kiddie pool with a 12 volt, and just work like that. Not run this too much. Anyway, that's my survival crap.